Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Ziggy Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Alright, I received a very generous $100 tip from Biden 2024.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
What the hell is this now? Oh no, what is going on here? Oh no, something's gonna happen. What the hell? Oh no! What is going on? I said no. Halson, I said no.
Oh, you came.
I said no.
I was concerned you might have had doubts. Or that this might have all been too soon.
I said no. You're not wrong. This was a mistake.
Oh. If that's what you prefer, so be it.
Wow. What a waste of time. That was hilarious. Oh. Oops. Oh. Halson only hears opposites. You say no, you heard yes. He showed up anyway. Yeah, it sure seems like that, does it not? He's like, oh, I don't pay attention to what you said.
I do want to say thank you to everyone who is here for this ride, this 2.5-month ride, over 100 hours invested in this game so far, and there will be more. We will finish it, okay? So I thank you all for watching Baldur's Gate 3. When you see me next time, it'll be in about a week's time. We'll continue on with this quest, and thank you to everyone here live on the stream today. You were a great audience. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Yeah, I got him. Wow, finally. I can't wait for the big win. And there goes my life savings, and there goes my livelihood.
FYI, tonight, or the big day, I think, is going to be Thursday for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think a lot of people will be here for that to support it. Last chance to support this channel for the month. Sadly, this month is the slowest month I've had in ages, and it's not anyone's fault. It's because, number one, fake memberships really hurt the channel very badly over February. Like, almost no one legitimately became a member. It's almost all fake memberships. And number two, this month had no new games. Think about it. Tekken 8, Like a Dragon, already were out at the end of January, right? The other new games that came out, like Suicide Squad, I skipped. It was terrible. Helldivers is not the kind of game that I play. It's an online co-op game, right? So, really, I wasn't doing anything new for the entire month. So, there was no actual game that caused a spike in attendance or support at all. Like, zero. So, there's no problem there at all, but it just sucks that if I had at least had my consistent membership support this month, it wouldn't have been so bad, but it dipped dramatically this month. So, yeah, if you can support the channel tonight or on the premiere of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on Thursday, please do. The last day to help. Plus, it's already a short month because of February, so it, like, double screws me over here, you know?
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. I'm not poor.
Okay. And no, I hate to say it, Dark Gaming says Baldur's Gate 3 can carry the channel. As much support as I get during the Baldur's Gate 3 streams, if you haven't noticed, it's a lot of tips. Like, there's a few people come by every day and they're tipping to support that playthrough. I can't have this channel have no super chats, no legit memberships. I can't. Like, that's a significant source of revenue that's going away, and it's not my fault or your fault. It's a messed up thing that's happened. So, I'm hoping that we can get that back in March, but yeah, next month's gonna be tight. Because next month, I'm gonna get paid by YouTube, and it's gonna be way less than I'm used to. And I'm gonna be penny pinching to even get through. And by the way, it sucks because guess what? Next month there's tons of new games I gotta buy. The Battlefront Collection, Rise of the Ronin, and Dragon's Dogma 2, just to name a few. So not only on top of the fact that I'm making less money, now I have to spend money. It's not gonna be good. I'm hoping for the best. I'm really hoping for a strong month, but I guess we'll see what happens. Tiger Kane says, do you think you're going to try Ed in Street Fighter 6 soon? No, I'm not peeking Ed in Street Fighter 6. We're not going back to it. I'm playing Tekken. We've only been playing Tekken for about a month. I like Tekken. I'm getting significantly better the more I play. We're ranking up every time I play. I'm not going to drop that to go back to Street Fighter 6.
I'm like a super greedy dude. And all I want to do is milk my audience for money and constantly guilt trip them.
Well, someone tipped $4 saying, it seems like your chat is very disengaged and doesn't really talk to you that much. And I left the chat because I was trying to hang out and I'm not having a good time. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, personally. I'm invested in a lot of the story, and so when those cutscenes and everything are happening, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm sorry that you feel that you weren't included tonight. I don't know what happened because I'm here and I'm hanging out with everyone. I seem to be having a good time. So, whoever that is, I'm sorry. Thanks for the $4 tip. That's the biggest tip of the night. But I'm sorry that you feel like you were left out. You know, it's not my intention. Oh, so there was a super chat? Yes, I saw it was from Roy, and I want to address this. Roy, are you still here? I'm just curious, Roy, are you still around? Because I want you to hear my response to what you said. Obviously, I couldn't say anything because I was in the middle of a cutscene. Are you still here, Roy? Speak up if you are, because I want to know if you can hear what I'm saying. All right.
Tips.
He's here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna read what Roy had to say. This has nothing to do with the playthrough, but for clarification purposes, the other night I was doing a retro react stream on my sister channel, DsP Throwback. We were watching my original Heavy Rain playthrough from 14 years ago. People were vibing out, having a great time. We're watching the old playthrough, we're laughing at the old commentary, we're laughing at the game. We're having a great time. Roy comes in, he's very generous, and he does a bunch of super chats. They help out a ton, okay? So Roy just did another super chat. And his super chat he says the following, okay? It's $20 super chat, by the way, so thank you so much, Roy. He says, I find it funny how many people are upset because I donated $300. I've been a fan since I was in college. Don't let losers make you feel bad, DSP. Remember, hate only comes from below. I don't listen to anyone like that. Like, you have to understand that, like, these are people who just wish awful things on me and my family all the time for literally no good reason. They don't know me. They don't know the truth of anything. They're just scumbags. They're miserable people trying to bring down others. They can't stand happiness. They can't stand that someone on the internet is making a living playing games. They just hate everything around them, okay? So, Roy, I appreciate this. Here's the deal. When these people come at you, or this goes for anyone who contributes to my content, and if someone comes and harasses you, it's this simple. You laugh at how pathetic they are, you block them so they can't message you ever again, and you move on. You don't even acknowledge it.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the garbage shears that are just trying to bait me into stuff. I'm not stupid.
Because the moment you bring them up, you've already given them exactly what they were looking for. Attention. That's all they want. They're just a bunch of needy little children who are so upset at the life in general that, things aren't good for them, but others can have good things. Fuck them. They're going to come harass you because you decided to do something nice. They don't need to ever be addressed. So, actually, us talking about them right now, sadly, is exactly what they wanted. So, I'm going to stop talking about them now and not bring them up again. I appreciate your support, Roy. Just ignore the dumbasses from now on. We don't need to address them, okay?
Roy did a whopping $50 super chat, and he says the following.
You will never be criticized by people doing more than you. You'll only be criticized by people doing less. I'll match the tips goal remaining for the day. Keep up the good work. You've changed a lot of people's lives. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Roy. Roy, it is that kind of positivity that keeps the world going. It's not the people who are sitting around yelling at people, crapping on people. Oh, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Those are miserable people, right? Those are the people who hinder the world and make it worse. If they would just step out of their zone of just nasty, toxic funk for a minute and they would realize how bad they're wasting their lives, they'd be so fucking embarrassed. But the problem is no one ever does that, right? No one ever forces them to kind of open their eyes to the nonsense that they're doing. And so they just propagate it over and over and it never ends, like a never-ending cycle of crap. I feel bad for those people like that because you know what that means? They just don't have anyone who cares about them enough. Honestly. If someone's entire life is just spent hating on people on the internet, it's like, no one pulled you aside and said, like, what are you doing with your time? Like, this is the group of people you spend time with on the internet, people who are miserable and hating on others. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, this is not right. This is not what you should be doing. You're wasting your time. Who the fuck, if they have someone who cares about you and loves you, they're gonna intervene in that shit and be like, no, you gotta stop that. It's toxic behavior, right? But they must not, and that's sad. That's seriously fucking sad that people just go through their whole lives with these toxic behavior on the internet and no one steps up and says, hey, maybe you should stop that. That's really bad. That kills me, man.
Sure. But anyway, good stuff. Wow, this week, guys, was a really good week for Like a Dragon because we got to finally focus on advancement of both side questing and story, which was very fun. So much better than the grindy stuff. The grindy stuff was necessary, but now we're making great progress. And I feel like every time that we play this, we're going to make great progress now. Like, we're done with the grindiness, you know what I mean? If we have spare time on a night like tonight, maybe I'll jump back into that optional dungeon. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. There will be multiple streams of this next week as well. I hope you will join me for those on the late night streams. And thanks to everyone here tonight who chilled. Thanks to those who supported. I mean, particularly Roy with those crazy amount of super chatting, but everyone else too. And everyone here who hung out with me and relaxed and had a good time. I always love playing this game. I really do. And I can't wait to go back later or next week for more. All right, but in the meantime, everyone, thank you so very much to the audience here live, to those still watching this on demand. I really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next part of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Oh, please tip me, because tipping is the best way and I get it right away. I absolutely rely on tips, and I can't get rid of them. I need them to do things daily, every week. You know what I mean? There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.